All right, you all know Osim, and he has been speaking of lately. He has been talking about the processes that's happened in UAG camps, and he has been a voice since Apostle Ken has not come out to say anything. I believe he's the spokesperson right now because I've not seen anybody that's really talking about UAG grants and. Let's pay attention and don't forget to subscribe to the update, listen to PCCC as he talks about it, and subscribe and share this video. Have a great day and bye for now.
This information is directly from Osim, and I'm going to get it across to us so that we get all the benefits thereof. It goes this way. Let me be very clear today. Grant community is 100% spiritual. Yeah. There is 0% attached to the physical realm. Everything we do here, every action, every word, every effort is directed towards the spiritual dimension. And this is not a physical platform where you expect to see things with your eyes before you believe them. No. This is a movement of deep faith, trust, unwavering, and spiritual obedience. Some of you are like Thomas in the Bible. Yes, the very one who said he wouldn't believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ until he saw and touched the wounds. That mindset of seeing before believing is a serious flaw, a dangerous spiritual error. What happened to your faith? What happened to your trust in God? Even when the physical hasn't aligned yet with the spiritual, if you are still waiting for a physical alert before you trust the process, then I truly pity you. You've missed the entire essence of this divine assignment. I don't wait to see the bank notification before I celebrate. I celebrate because I've seen it in the spirit. I don't wait for the applause before I praise. I praise because I've already received the victory in the realm of the spirit. Let me testify boldly. I've already seen the disbursement. I have already received the alerts. Not physically yet, but spiritually. Yes, long ago. That's why I remain calm, composed, and unshaken. I don't panic. I don't complain. I certainly don't allow fear to dictate my mood. My spirit has already confirmed what is coming. And to those who are still anxious and worried or fearful, I ask you, where is your faith? Where is your faith? If you claim to trust God, why do you keep looking for signs? The spiritual realm is far more powerful than the physical, and those who walk by faith, not by sight, are the ones who will reap the full blessings. I've walked this journey with countless disappointments and delays, but none of it has shaken me. Instead, I have remained anchored in faith because I know the spiritual alert has already been dropped. The manifestation and the physical is only a matter of divine timing. So let me also say this to you. Millions of Nigerians believe in me and follow my lead, not because I shout the loudest, but because of how I operate with calm confidence, with spiritual alignment, with unwavering trust in God. And that is why I urge you, if you're still struggling with fear, if you're still confused, join us. Come over to my platform, 001 channel, where your fear will disappear. On that platform, testimonies pour in daily. God is moving mightily and lives have been transformed. It's a community where faith is alive and where the presence of God is tangible. You're not just talking, you're walking in it. That's why I say to you today, Apostle Ken Nwankama, the UAAG initiative is a done deal. There is no going back. The train has already left the station. We are moving forward by standing firm and holding the line for the general masses. This is what leadership is. Fighting for the people, standing for truth, and pushing through even when it's not easy. Yes. So to every genuine leader, every faithful believer, every committed member of this spiritual journey, I say God bless you abundantly. We are in this together, and God will reward every act of trust and patience. Don't forget, we have a major celebration coming up for Apostle Ken Nwankama and his beloved wife. It's going to be a time of rejoicing, of thanksgiving, and honoring those whom God has used in this mission. Mark your calendar and join the celebration. Stay connected, stay in faith, stay spiritually alert. You see, thank you very much, Osim, for that submission. I also want to say this without apology, that Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation Grant Initiative is a settled matter. This grant is a settled matter. In other words, heaven has already approved it. And you know what? When heaven signs it, the earth has no other option or alternative but to catch up. There is no going back. No power can stop what God has started. Yes. And to the country director, Apostle Professor Ken, a man who stood firm, who has faced fire, who has faced criticisms, betrayals, and yet refused to bow. I used to tell us, I've never seen Apostle Ken. Osim, I've seen him at different times. Osim, I've related with him one-on-one. I've never seen him in person. I've never been in his church. But something in me just hooked to the fact that that mandate is clean. The mandate born out of this disbursement for this initiative is clean. And so you have nothing to worry about. Forget all these voices, they're just part of the process. Yeah. It was like the story of Joshua and Caleb. They weren't just the two that came out of Egypt. But you see, all of those ones who brought evil report, they were part of the process. They were there to strengthen the borders of those that will make it after all. So you see, all the critics that we have on this journey and that we still have, and those who've walked away from this path, they are just part of the process. So when they bring in bad report, we've had bad reports in the Bible days. What happened to the bad report carriers? You know your scriptures, okay, don't you? What happened to them? They never got to see the promised land. Neither did they taste of it. our physical thing, type spiritual things. Whatever thing we saw then, we are seeing now. So I give my deepest thanks to the country director, a man who stood firm in the face of betrayers. He has not wavered. He has kept his eyes on the mandate. That's what leadership looks like. That's what service to the masses and humanities look like. And to his wife also, who stood gallantly beside him. With grace and strength, you are blessed. We celebrate both of you, and we are preparing to honor you. What a special celebration. Yes, there is a celebration coming for you, for me, for them, for all of us all together. And we will dance. We will shout. We will thank God for using you to preserve this generation. We're going to do that. We are going to do that. And for those of you, on the final note, who are still living in fear, you're doubting. You're doubting. Please stop the doubt. Stop the panic. Stop the rumor. Yes. I too have received a lot, personally, spiritually speaking. Whatever you see happen in the physical has an undertone in the spiritual. In fact, and a very big in fact, it had happened in the realm of the spiritual before you see it transpire in the physical. It had happened. Everything you see here in the physical has a type in the spiritual, or has a beginning in the realm of the spiritual. So I had received. I didn't say I have. I had. This is a concluded case. I had already received a lot in the spiritual. And it's going to shock you that when my alert in the physical comes, you cannot help but celebrate with me. I can't help but celebrate with you either. And that is only if you're a believer. That's only if you're a believer. So please, stop the doubt. That's why you wouldn't see me being perturbed. There are some voices that will come in here that would allow here. Someone was telling me yesterday there was a voice I shouldn't have allowed on the platform, and I had to reply. I said, listen, any voice that comes in here that is a voice that is not what we want, or is a voice that desecrates the altar where we are meant to grow, it won't survive. You should know that. We are going to kill it naturally. So forget about it. Any voice that comes in here that is not following or suiting to our course, we break it down here before it gets out. It dies a natural death. So that is undercover. We got it under control. Alright? Because all we are saying is there should be life for the masses. And God will use you, God will use me to provide this livelihood to the entire masses. Alright? Alright. So beloved brothers and sisters on this platform and in the grand community today, I bring you this message, a message of hope. And now is the time to believe. It is well. Take that word of advice coming from Osim. Let every ear that hears and every heart that receives understand this one truth, that we are building, what we are building here is 100% spiritual. Yes. Not even 1% is built on the physical. It's all purely spiritual. We only come to see the manifestations in the physical in time.